Thank you. It's good to be here. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Pleased to see you here.
Thank you.
Come on, just take it to please.
Oh, one guy in there. Alrighty. Yeah, honorary guests, all the other guests, friends, family, and most importantly, scholars of Shardashram Vidya Mandir School. It's tough to pronounce for me, but I hope I get it right. Shardashram. There we go, SVM. It's my absolute honor to be here this morning, and thank you so much for the kind introduction, for the welcome, for making me feel like one of your own. It's truly humbling, and it's great to be here today. And I wanted to share a few quotes with you guys. In my final year of school, my literature book was covered with a few quotes. I didn't know at the time, but I literally just tore pieces out of a magazine, wrapped it in plastic, and that was my book. But only halfway through the year did I realize, hold on, there's a couple of quotes on here. And those quotes stuck with me to today, and it meant a lot to me. And it's also got to do with dreaming. So the first quote is a bit of a longer quote, and it goes like this. All people dream, but not equally. Those who dream by night, in the dusty recesses of their mind, wake in the morning to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous, for they dream their dreams with open eyes and make them come true. And that just stuck with me throughout my whole career. And I want to leave with you guys just that message today. Every day gives you an opportunity to be the best that you can be. We're all healthy and fit and strong, and we have opportunities to make a difference in this world, whether it's by playing sport, being a very clever guy, academic, going into the business world, or whether it is just by smiling and giving someone a hug and picking them up on the day. We all have the opportunity to have a great day and to make a difference. And I want to encourage all of you scholars there at the back, still young, full of energy, take every day, make it your best day, and dream your dreams with open eyes and go make them come true, because no dream is impossible. All right, so I wanted to leave you with that. Thank you very much for having me today. I'm going to take some questions, and I will never forget this experience, and I'll hopefully come back again next year and share some new ideas.
Good afternoon, Mr. Villiers. This is Aksha. A very warm welcome to India. Sir, cricket has taken you to various countries and cultures. Could you share some of your most memorable experiences or cultural exchanges you have faced during an international cricketing journey?
Good morning. Thank you very much. Yes, you're absolutely right. Cricket has given me a life, especially the IPL. It's literally changed my life completely. It's given me the opportunity to share the change room, to share houses, hotel rooms with people from a different culture, and that is India, and become really good friends with them, get to know them really well. And cricket has given me that incredible opportunity. There's too many memories to mention, to be honest, but I've met some incredibly special people along the way. Too many to mention. Virat, obviously, top of the list. Getting to know him and everything he's meant to me in my career, and the special memories we have in that middle, some of our partnerships together. That's what life is all about. I think we all have our careers and our dreams and ambitions, but at the end of the day, looking back at my career now, I remember my friendships and the connections I've made, especially over here in India.
Hello sir, first of all, good morning. And may I ask you a question? How do you balance between your cricket career and other aspects of life, such as your personal time, family, and interests outside the cricket?
Whoa! Deep question. Good afternoon. It's just past morning. Very good question. I think I'm going to leave on that note. I'm kidding. It was a very important part of my career. Family was always the most important. Before I had my own family, I would always really long for my parents and my brothers. I would always want to go home and just catch up with them and tell them about all my experiences. But it never really stopped me to really just follow my dreams. I almost forgot how long I was away from home. And then when I started a family of my own, everything changed. When you have your own children, and one day you'll get there, I'm sure, it changes everything. So you start thinking about your time and the effort that you put in when it's not with them. And then it's a very, very delicate balance to keep, because they are priority no matter what. So, I mean, I did balance it out for as long as I could until I got to the end of my career where I realized I'm not playing as much anymore. So that was one of the reasons why I stepped away. I only played for 4 months of the year, and I couldn't really try and be the best anymore. And that's where, in my heart, I felt like, why am I playing then? If I don't want to be the best, why am I still here if I really want to be with my family more? But it's a very good question, and I think the answer to that is each individual is different. We're not the same. Every person's story will be different. Virat's story will be different to mine. Your story will be different one day to mine and Virat's. And everyone's story is different. It's a matter of understanding what's important to you and what works for you at that time. And then you prioritize that.
Thank you.
Cool.
Hello sir, my name is Tanesh Sagar Saruke, and I have a question that which bowler you love to hit more?
All of them. I enjoyed facing Mohammad Shami, who's bowling really well in this World Cup now, so respect to him. I'm very happy I'm not facing him now with the form that he's in, because he's bowling really well. One of the most difficult bowlers I faced was Rashid Khan. At night time, it was really difficult to see which way the ball is turning, because you couldn't see what he's doing with his hand. He's like a magician out there. It's easier when it's daylight. I could see the ball a bit better, but at night he was really tough. And then I feel bad saying which bowlers I really enjoyed facing. I think all bowlers in the IPL knew that the batters are there to score runs, and we have to score it quickly. So they were always under pressure, and it was a game of cat and mouse. It was almost like a chess game, like what am I going to try next? And I was thinking what he was trying next. And lucky for me, more often than not, I won that battle. But they also got on top of me sometimes. So I have a lot of respect for all the bowlers out there. But I would say my favorite to face was Mohammad Shami when I played really well.
As we all know, World Cup finals are going on. So I would like to know, according to you, which team is most likely to go into the finals and why?
So, nice question. I spoke about this a few months ago. I think South Africa and India will be in the final. And then I'm not going to watch. I'm going to sleep. I don't want to watch the game. Because I'll be happy if both teams win. South Africa obviously have not won a World Cup before. So I was joking yesterday with some friends saying that I was asking Virat, please let us win the World Cup and then you can win your first test series in South Africa. And it's like a deal. And I don't think he's going to agree to that deal. But anyway, so I hope South Africa win it. It'll be our first World Cup. But if India win, they're like my brothers, so I won't be too sad.
Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Kanishka. Could you please explain us what values or life lessons you have learned from the cricket that have carried over into your life off the field?
I missed that again. Life lessons. Some of the most important life lessons I've learned was, the most important thing was just keep my feet on the ground, always stay humble, no matter what, and to never give up. This quote from earlier, I will not quit until I am living the life that I dream of. So those are the two things. Go after your dreams, keep your feet on the ground while doing it.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. 360. Myself, Sawan Swayam. I am a national level gold medalist in Taekwondo. Can you offer any general life advice or words of wisdom for students who may not necessarily be pursuing a career in sports but are eager to achieve their own goals and dreams?
Deep question. I would say just, once again, the basics of life are important. It doesn't really matter what you're going to do one day, as long as you put in the hard work with whatever you want to follow. I read this thing one day where it said, figure out what you love and do a lot of it. There's a story about Tom Hanks and the way Tom Hanks, you know Tom Hanks, the Hollywood actor? The way he became famous and the way he started pursuing his career. He did study acting, and he was very keen to be an actor one day, but then he stopped. He went into a completely different tool set. And after a few years of working in a whole different line, an old friend came up to him and said, "What are you doing? Why aren't you acting?" And he said, "No, it's just not for me." And this friend said, "No, you got to do what you love, and you love acting." And Tom Hanks that day decided to sign up again for an acting school. He went to study again, and look where he is today. So the whole idea of the quote or the piece that I read was, figure out what you love doing and do a lot of that. Don't let anyone get you off that path. And that might change as you get older. You find different loves as you go on. But as long as you're true to yourself and what you believe you are good at, go and do it. Don't let anyone get you off your path.
Thank you, sir.
Cool.
Hello, sir. Myself, Suki Shinde. So, what is the role of cricket in promoting physical fitness, mental well-being, and personal development based on your experience?
Yeah, the most important thing to me is your physical fitness, mental health. Those things are more important than to play cricket. So nutrition is really important. I focus very hard on what I put in my body. It's very important to feel healthy and to be healthy. That brings out the best performance as well. And then to stay active, whether that's by playing cricket or in the gym or jogging. You got to find something that you enjoy doing, and you got to do it often. So I train as often as I can, and I eat as well as I can. Obviously, sometimes we're just human. We enjoy a chocolate or something sweet. Even Virat, his favorite naughty thing is dark chocolate. He can't. I've always got to take it away from him because he's always looking for it. So, but you got to have a balance between, and it's the same with life. You have a balance between eating well the whole time and training all the time. You have to switch off again and go like, you know what? I'm going to have a nice chocolate today because I deserve that. And you remember that you're always just a human being. So never put too much pressure on yourself. But nutrition and staying healthy and living a good lifestyle is very, very important.
Hello, sir. Myself, Pragya. What advice would you offer to your cricketers who aspire to develop their own unique style and succeed in a dynamic sport like cricket?
It's a beautiful question because it's applicable to everyone. And I briefly touched on it earlier. Everyone is different. I was talking about everyone's journey and stories will be different. Same with cricket. Every technique is different. There's no right or wrong. It's a matter of spending time with the skill that you have and figuring out what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses. This only happened to me when I was 25 years old. All right, so there's no rush. But the sooner you can figure that out, the better. So spend a lot of time with your trade, practice your skill until you get really tired, and ultimately figuring out what am I good at and what am I not so good at. And then you maximize your strengths and you minimize your weaknesses. And once you get good at that, I think you're going to be a really good cricketer. Cool.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, just finally from me, thank you very much for having me. As I said, I felt like one of your own, and I do feel a little bit Indian as well. So there's a lot of Indian blood running through me. And thanks to you guys, and thanks to the whole of India for accepting me as one of their own. But especially here today, we had a very, very special time here. And I can't wait to come and visit you guys again and watch you all at the back there become very successful leaders of the future. Thank you. That was an incredible experience. I thoroughly enjoyed it, considering everything India's given to me. It was nice to be giving back a bit and to be sharing special memories with the children. That's what it's all about, the younger generation, the upcoming leaders of the future. Yeah, it was very humbling, and the kind words and the reaction of them all just told me that it was a really, really good outing and a very nice connection. I had so much fun.